Hello everyone, Bolt here once again. In the last WARNO update video I mentioned that Eugen was working on 2 new divisions. Well, we actually know what these divisions are and what type of units they have. It is going to be the US 24th Infantry Division, which is going to be mechanized, and we have the Soviet 27th Guards Motor Rifle Division. Now both divisions will have a mixture of existing units, but also new variants and some unique units per division. So let's dive into each battle group in more detail. So the 24th Infantry Division will have Bradleys at its core, with M1 and M1 IPs taking over the tank section, placing it somewhere between the 8th Mech and the 3rd Armored. For helicopters, it will have the AH-1A Cobra and the AH-64A Apache. For airplanes, it'll have the new variant of the F-15C that is now equipped with AIM-7 Sparrow missiles and the F-15E Strike Eagle that has 4 GBU-10 laser guided bombs. Now, in case you didn't know, the AIM-120 is actually better than the AIM-7. The AIM-120 or AMRAAMs are fire and forget, they have better range, better speed, while the AIM-7 needs to be kept on target, so it's not fire and forget like we have with the current Eagle. And the laser guided bombs on the F-16 are the same ones that we have on the F-111, and we have 4 of them on the F-111 and 4 on the F-16. And if it's the same as the F-111, it'll drop 2 at the same time. What I'm really curious to is the ECM on the F-15, but also the speed compared to the F-111. It could be a really interesting unit for sure. And besides these 2 planes, we also have the F-4 Phantoms that includes a seed variant and F-111 bombers. So quite an interesting air tab for sure. Now the backstory behind this battle group is that it is supplemented by National Guard units, and thus the National Guard units will feature the Reservist trait and be veterancy locked. Now if you have forgotten, the Reservist trait basically means that the unit with the Reservist trait takes on more suppression, so I can already tell you that it will be vital to keep a leader unit and perhaps also a military police unit nearby to buff these guys. The National Guard units with the Reservist trait and possible veterancy lock are the following units. We have the M1 Abrams, M109A2, M151A2 ITO, the M2 Bradley IFE, AH-64A Apache, a Fireteam LDR, Fireteam Dragon, Fireteam Law. We have Scout Infantry, and we have the M60 Machine Gun Squad, and finally the National Guard Stinger teams. Now each of these, or most of the National Guard units, will have outdated weaponry. For example, National Guard Fireteam Dragon will have the Dragon 1 instead of the Dragon 2, and the ITO will have, well, the ITO instead of the TOW 2, and the Stinger teams will have the Stinger A instead of the more modern Stinger C. Now the units that are brand new with the addition of this division is the M584 Armored Supply Truck, an MP Leader, which is a large infantry leader squad that also has the security and military police trait, so this is actually perfect for all these reservist units that can now be buffed in every way imaginable by this unit. So let's move on to the 27th Guard Motor Rifle Division. This division has a lot of brand new units that we haven't seen before in WARNO, but for those that have played Wargame before, some of these will be quite familiar. We have the 2S3M1 Acacia, which is a self-propelled howitzer that also fires guided projectiles. So basically, if you fire within a recon unit sphere of influence, it is extremely accurate. We have the 2S29 Nona SVK, which is the same as the current Nona, but it is faster and more fragile. We have the 2A36 Gyansint B, which is going to be a new 152mm howitzer, replacing the 122s. We have the 2A45 Sprut, which is going to be a fun 125mm towed anti-tank gun. And the amazing thing about this weapon is that it's going to fire the T-80U's depleted uranium rounds, so it can get quite spicy. We will also get the Conqueror's M vehicle, the BRDM2 Conqueror's M vehicle, Strela 10M3s, and finally the Tor anti-air system, which I'm really looking forward to. Now the 27th will also include variants of existing units such as the BMP-2. It'll have the BMP-2 AG that includes the AGS-17 grenade launcher, and the BMP-2D, which is an up-armored vehicle. Now the BMP-2K and the BTR-80K will be 2 command units available in this division, and finally we will get access to the Su-25T that carries 16 Vickers AGMs that fire in pairs. So in terms of tanks, we will have the T-80BV variants at its disposal, so it might be quite capable in the armored warfare department as well. So in short, 2 fun divisions will be added that are built out of existing units but also have their unique flavors, and I really believe that they will play in their own unique way and add another layer to our gameplay experience. So I hope this video was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.